Hey, BCG, what you thinking?
Oh, hey, Nerdo. Yeah, I'm just thinking about this movie I used to watch a lot, but now I find it kind of crappy.
Well, maybe you could do a review.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's about time I give my my thoughts on this crappy movie. Hey, Nerdo. After this, let's go eat. I'm thinking Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I can't wait, PCG.
What's up, my nerds? On the pop culture guy, destroyer of bad fiction. You know, Jimmy Fallon's a very interesting and talented man. He's gone from being a very talented member of the SNL cast to being the current host of The Tonight Show. But we're not going to talk about any of that, or even his impressive stand-up, or his amazing addition to the Universal Studio Store. No. Today we're going to be looking at his non-existent acting talent by looking at a crappy movie he made from 2004 called Taxi. Now, Taxi is a film directed by Tim Story, the guy who would make the ride-along movies, so he makes good stuff. Note my sarcasm. And a remake of a 1998 film by Luc Besson, who once made great movies like La Femme Nikita, The Fifth Element, and Leon the Professional, but now makes movies like Anna. And this movie stars Queen Latifah, who thankfully did good stuff both before and after this movie. Jimmy Fallon, who can't act for crap. And last but certainly not last and definitely least, Gisele Bündchen, who never had an acting career before this film. And now you might be asking, what is so bad about this movie? Well, there's a few things. First, let's start with the plot. Now, the plot is relatively simple. It's about this bumbling cop that makes Inspector Gadget look like Will Graham, who decides to catch a bunch of bank robbers and teams up with a random cabbie played by Queen Latifah. And these bank robbers, or should I say, model robbers, played by Gisele Bündchen, and three other models who have really foreign names. And they try to and Jimmy Fallon's character, yeah, I know he has a name, but I'm just going to call him Jimmy Fallon, try to stop these bank robbers from robbing all the banks in New York. Now, what makes this movie bad is the fact that its two main problems. First of all, its action is really, really generic. It's like nothing but car chases and like the occasional random shooting, and the car chases themselves aren't even that spectacular or anything. It's just like half the time it's just green screen, and it's like I'm just glad that now they're if you want a better example of movies that do car chases better in this day and age, go watch a Death Proof or Baby Driver or something. Those are amazing. And the other thing that really makes it stupid is its comedy. Now I'm not necessarily see, comedy is essentially is normally tragedy plus time. There's always something relatable in comedy. But in this one, there is absolutely nothing relatable in the comedy whatsoever, or at least nothing relatable enough. And several jokes that are built up don't even get a payoff. Like Jimmy Fallon has this tick where he keeps cocking his gun or something, and it's okay, does that get a payoff or what? And there's just other little things in this movie that don't even make any sense. That they're just bad. Queen Latifah is apparently a very talented mechanic, and driver who wants to join NASCAR for for what reason? Who knows? And apparently she's such a talented mechanic that she made a James Bond Batmobile-esque car out of a taxi cab. It's wow, what other groundbreaking technologies can she make? Can she make a flying saucer out of a Ferrari or something? How many groundbreaking technologies can this woman make? And she wants to be a NASCAR driver? She should, I don't know, be teaching at MIT or something. And then you've got your god Jimmy Fallon. Now Jimmy Fallon's a very talented comedian, but is he a great actor? Not so much. And not to mention his character is really stupid. He's he's so incompetent and stupid. You wonder how did this guy ever join the NYPD? It's he makes Inspector Gadget, Inspector Clouseau, and Frank Drebin look like Sherlock Holmes, Will Graham, and and a billion other famous detectives. But that's a. But now let's move on to what I find to be the really big problem with this movie. Gisele Bündchen. Now see the thing. Now I have nothing against Gisele Bündchen. I mean, she looks pretty. And who knows? She might be a really nice person in real life. But her role in this movie, it's clear that the only reason they cast her was just because of eye candy. I mean, she doesn't really strike me as a bank robber. She's not threatening or has any personality. Half the time, her and her little model friends look like they're posing for a photo shoot half the time. It's okay, we get it. You look pretty. Can you actually I don't know, do something villainish? And not to mention it's unclear why they want to rob banks in the first place. It's why do they want to rob all the banks in New York? Who the frig knows? And there's a billion other reasons why this movie's bad, but overall, I suggest that you skip this movie and I don't know, go watch literally any other action comedy than this, I don't know, 48 Hours or Beverly Hills Cop or something. Because this is just awful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to give this movie its just desserts. So, now that the review's done, you think I'm just going to let you go, get picked up by some poor fool, and he'll watch you and possibly watch you over and over again? Well, I just can't allow that. So, I'm going to give you a little something to make sure you never get played again. I think I just made me my masterpiece. Peace out, my nerds. I'm the pop culture guy defending nerds like you from bad fiction.